Hey guys, this is Zone Dymo for 0 O'Clock Gaming here with a new hardware video. Today I'm gonna take a look at the Xbox 360 controller. Why? Well, the controller is made in such a way that it easily is also connected to a PC. Now, as you can see from the top, unlike what you get with an Xbox, this is a wired version. I pretty much am not a fan of wireless products. You know, you have to change the batteries or charge it and all that. So I'm not really a fan of that. Usually nowadays they're doing it right with the fact that you can use it wirelessly, and then when the battery is starting to run out, you just plug it in, charge it up, and then when it starts up, you can unplug it again, and you know, you just continue playing. That is a good system. I think, yeah, Xbox has that too with the play and charge kit. But yeah, anyway, so I just bought the wired version. Easy. It has a long wire on it. I mean, the cable is now running all the way underneath this desk, back, and then here at the bottom there's my computer. So long enough wire. It simply connects by USB and simply installs itself. So that is all extremely easy. Good job. Probably the most supported controller you can get on the PC. This controller pretty much works out of the box with a whole bunch of games. Now, so why did I buy this controller anyway? Well, there are some certain types of games that really do work better with a controller. Other games you might think they work better with a controller, but they actually don't. So, for example, a couple of examples. Red Faction Guerrilla, I mean, I play that with a controller. Resident Evil 5, I play that with a mouse and keyboard. Gears of War, play that with a mouse and keyboard. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, play that with a controller. So GTA 4, I play that with the controller. So there are certain games that just really lend better for a controller, just simply because of the easy control. Easy. Just, I don't know, the movement. I have that with, or pretty much all the time, I only have that with third-person games and racing games. But then again, I have a steering wheel now, so I use that instead of a controller. But a controller is also, of course, an easy solution if you want to play racing games. Now, its design is quite alright, but I actually don't like it as much as the original, or well, the original version 2 controller of the Xbox. So I have that here. I have an Xbox next to my PC. This is the Xbox One controller, as you can see. What is the main difference of the two? Well, the main difference, as you can see here in the button layout, except for the whole ergonomical shape being different, the main difference you can see is the fact that the buttons are a bit different. For example, on the Xbox controller, the start and select button are here. On the old Xbox controller, they are here. So that's one difference. Then another, you can see for the Xbox One, we have this, I'm trying to cast a shadow here, but we have the black and the white button right here. Those have been replaced by extra shoulder buttons. So if you see on the Xbox One, you don't have those, you only have the triggers here. But you don't have the shoulder buttons that you have on the white one. And those are these buttons. Now, to be honest, I actually like the original design better, because you can just hold it like this, these buttons here, and then have your thumb here for all that. Now, I do understand that you can't press too many buttons with your thumb alone, and you're controlling your unit with this. So, I mean, this thumb would be, you know, very busy trying to work with all these buttons here. I understand that. I understand the idea behind it. But to be honest, with this controller, I usually play like this, and then having to press these is very annoying. So usually then I force myself to play like this. But this is not comfortable. So, but I mean, not bashing on the ergonomics. It is a fine controller, you know. It's fine to work with most of the time. It's not as comfortable as, let's say, in my opinion, it's not nearly as comfortable as, let's say, a Nintendo GameCube controller. The GameCube controller is by far the best, or the Dreamcast controller, that was also really good. But this one is fine. I like it, for example, a lot better than a PS3 controller. I really do not like the PS3 controller. Also, oh yeah, you still, I mean, because it's an Xbox controller, of course, you can still plug in your Xbox headset and stuff through this. That will work full as well. I'm not using that, but should work. And yeah, there's not really much to say about it. Other than it's a pretty darn good controller. If you are searching for a controller for your PC, if there are just certain games that you like, yeah, for example, you just bought Dirt 2 or Grid or whatever, some racing game, or you bought GTA 4 and you don't think the keyboard and the mouse is working out for you, and you want to buy a controller, I would consider this one first. Definitely consider this one first, because simply of the easy compatibility with all the games, and easy, connect, play. It's really easy, and yeah, apart from that, it's of course a really solid controller. They really thought about it before they brought it on the market. So that's the Xbox 360 controller. I hope it's semi a useful review. Of course, it's my own opinion. Some of you might do not have problems with this, might hold it a little bit differently. I don't know, but yeah, for my personally, again, this forcing you to hold it like this is not that great. Oh! Before I forget, the D-pad is terrible. Okay, that is a fake. Of course, it's a fake D-pad because Nintendo has a patent on its on the true D-pad. Do I have? Yeah, I still have a GameCube controller here too. As you can see, this is the GameCube controller. This is a very, very, very nice shape. Very, very nice shape to hold. Absolutely, perfect. But here you can see this is a D-pad. That is a real D-pad. This is basically a joystick with a little disc on it, and it works semi-fine, I guess, if you just have to do it like this. But playing a fighting game with this controller, I've played GTA 4 against a friend of mine, against Alchemist, GTA 4, Street Fighter 4, I mean, on the PC, and I'm not playing it that much these days. I actually wanted to buy an arcade stick, never did, but seriously, this D-pad is horrendous. Okay, that is pretty bad, but again, luckily you don't need it for most games. And I guess if you want to play fight games, don't buy a controller for that. Just get yourself a arcade stick, or get yourself a controller which has a decent D-pad. Just read the reviews and see. Google it. Maybe there are some controllers out there which do a much better job. Probably there are. So that was my look at the Xbox 360 controller, easily hookable to the PC. See you guys later.